Hi everyone, I'm Jalene Andrews, and this is The Law Down, where personal injury attorney Brooke Goff shares advice on important legal topics. Brooke, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so homeowners across the state are already or are in the process of opening up their pools, which of course can be a place for fun, but they can also be dangerous. Let's first talk about the dangers of pools.
I mean, the obvious, right? So unfortunately with adults, there's a lot of drinking around pools. You don't want that. We'll get into that in a second. But with kids, right? So kids are kids. Some kids think they're superheroes and they can swim, and some can't. And, you know, it's really up to the adults that own the pools to monitor that. So what I like to do is I like to talk to people before it happens. So I like to talk to the pool owners before it happens. I appreciate the business, I do, but not at the at the price of a child being injured or an adult being injured. So what I recommend is, one, signs all around the pool. Amazon has them like 20 bucks, right? No diving. I also recommend you definitely put how deep the pool is. The new thing is to not, you know how they used to have like the little, like it used to be etched in like 7 foot, whatever. That's not the thing anymore.
And everything's trying to be modern,
right,
and less wordage.
Right. So people need to know. There's some big, I mean, I was with somebody the other day that was 6'8". So like they need to understand how shallow that pool is. So you should have a low end and a high end, and you should just publish, at least even if it's on a sign, the depth of the pool. Always buy the signs, no running. Is it going to save you in the event that somebody does run and get injured? No, but it's going to help you. It's going to make you look better too. So for, excuse me, in the event that you're in a case, if there's a defense to it, okay? It's going to give you a defense, something for the jury to talk about. The most important thing I can recommend to you for the pools is putting up a camera. So Ring has, what, 130 bucks, 140 bucks now? Right. Always put up a camera. People, I'm not saying people lie, but people lie, right? And but also, like, you know, when you give people time to think of what happened, oh my gosh, I have a broken leg, I have 2 kids, I can't feed my family, I can't work. They are going to somehow concoct, okay, well, maybe if this, maybe I was running, but if I just say I was like, you know, keep that part out or whatever. The camera is going to say 1,000 words because you're going to have it up there and it's going to catch everything down there. It'll also alert you. So if you're not expecting somebody to be in your pool and all of a sudden you get the alert, you know, pool area, you look at it and it's like your son, I have an 11-year-old son, his 3 friends, you're like, no, 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 and you can, you know, intervene before something awful happens. The big thing with pools is drinking, and it's unfortunate. Under no circumstances should you allow people in your pool that are actually having alcohol at that point or have had alcohol. I know, listen, it's a good time, I get it, but not at the risk of, there's not enough insurance in the world that can pay for a life, and that's the truth. Homeowners, you have to disclose that you have a pool to your insurance company the minute it's open. If you don't, your insurance company reserves the right to not pay out on a claim. So if somebody gets hurt in your pool, it's not enough to say, oh man, maybe I should tell my insurance. You report it today, and then 3 hours from now is when the claim comes in. They're not stupid. You got to report it to get the coverage. If you don't report it, you could be, I mean, you could have exposure of millions of dollars. Pool injuries, the problem with them for people is they're always severe, always, and they're always 6, 7, 8-figure cases.
All right, Brooke, thank you as always so much for your time today. Some important information about pool safety.
If we can save a life, right?
Absolutely. And to learn more, you can always head to gofflawgroup.net. For Connecticut's Morning Buzz, I'm Jalene Andrews.